Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Next. My nigga. Cold War No Blankets. Anyway, today's story. Sorry, I just like yawned and burped at the same time. I really hope that the mic didn't get that because that it just sounds like it's gonna be hard as fuck to like edit out because I think I was saying words while I did that. But anyway, today's story, a doozy. Straight up just a doozy. So the setting, first day of being at college, aka moving day. Many people from my high school went to this college. So a lot of the homies transferred over. And moving day was destined to be goated because one of my 4 roommates was the homie Josiah, who was also in the I Saw His Meat video, but with a different name. And the other 2 roommates we're gonna call Nigel and Chris, but Chris isn't really super important to the story, so you're probably not gonna hear his name a lot. But when we were in high school, we had this friend who we're gonna call Anthony. Anthony was the GOAT, the actual GOAT, like the most social being to ever exist, and everyone and their mama just loved this nigga so much because he was just that cool. He ended up being the newscaster for our school during our last couple of years, and the faculty fucked with him so much, they just let this nigga get away with so much shit. During superlative season, they ended up giving him the like Mr. Insert High School Name award because he was just that much of a GOAT that he represented the entire school. They called this man Mr. Insert High School Name here, and like your boy got the most artistic award, you feel me? Go fuck with the music in the description below. But anyway, point of that was Anthony is the GOAT and moving day is happening, and I randomly run into Anthony and turns out we're living on the same floor. At this point, I'm like, yo, this is the greatest omen of what's to come for the rest of this school year. So Anthony's like, hey, you and your roommate should pull up to a little kickback I'm having tonight. And I'm like, damn, we're turning up on moving day? Say less. So flash forward a couple hours and Josiah, Nigel, Chris, and me are getting ready to head to this kickback. Mind you, Josiah and me had met Nigel and Chris only one time before moving in, so this was more or less a first impression. And we walk over to Anthony's dorm and it turns out the kickback was actually just the 4 of us plus Anthony. And you know what, that was okay because we still made it lit anyway. Anthony comes prepared with the little broccoli on him. If you don't know what broccoli is, check the vocab. And I'm like, damn, the first day of school, not even the first day, move-in day, I mean, like, fuck it. Because at that point, I didn't know what the school's policies on broccoli were. Also, for legal reasons, let's just say this is all alleged. But I didn't know what the school's policies on broccoli were. So I was like low-key a little paranoid about just having it on me like right on moving day. But it turns out it didn't matter at all. So Anthony has the broccoli on him. You feel me? Just puffing on a little broccoli. And eventually, niggas go into Anthony's room and everybody's laughing. So I'm like, damn, what's happening in Anthony's room? And Anthony's holding a flashlight. Anthony is holding a fucking flashlight. And I'm like, what is going on? And when niggas go back into the living room, Nigel and Josiah are just playing with this shit. Like, they're like flopping it around and passing it to each other. And like for the rest of the night, Anthony's white, right? And his flashlight was black. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But like, it was just an observation. And Anthony's like, yeah, it was the cheapest one. And we're like, yo, are we gonna unpack why the damn flashlight was the cheapest? But anyway, at the end of the night, Anthony's like, do you want it? I haven't really used it in a while, so I don't need it. And Josiah's like, yes. And this real life took the flashlight back with him. He just took the shit. He took the shit back with him. So we get back to our dorm, and this nigga poured hella dish soap into the like hole and tried his very hardest to erase any trace of Anthony from this flashlight. And like, bro, this was like half of the damn soap bottle. Like, it was low-key OD, but it was so much. He cleaned this shit for like 40 minutes and he had to try it. And he was like, you know, pretty goated. And I was like, whoa, this is the most Blue Mountain State ass shit we have ever done. Yo, and if you heard of that show, shout out you, cause like I don't even remember how I watched that show. It just stumbled into my memories one day. But anyway, needless to say, this was the most goated first impression for like a roommate to have, because at this point in my head, Nigel 1 puffs on broccoli, Chris also puffs on broccoli. We both know this now. And then B, these niggas is like kind of strange, but like in a funny, cool way. This fleshlight shit was wild though. But don't try any of this at home. If you do though, record that shit. Also, if the second half of this video sounds kind of weird, I had to change locations mid-video, and now I'm in my hot ass, no AC ass, warm ass car. But you feel me? Shout out the Lancelot. If you get the reference, you're a goat. Code Geass, God. But yeah, if you don't do this, if you do, record that shit, nigga. Welcome to the garden, you gon' have to pardon me. It's a sad story, chopper hit my homie artery. Just a week later, family won the fucking lottery. Kinda sick story, what the fuck they tryna plot on me? Welcome to the garden, you gon' have to pardon me. It's a sad story, chopper hit my